I also love that the woman next to you lost her green wig. She was cheering so hard. Outstanding stuff, Ollie. Here we go. Connecticut, Notre Dame underway in South Bend. First time since 1996 in a UConn game at Notre Dame in which no active Connecticut player has ever played a road game at Notre Dame, as Ashlyn Shade can't finish, kept alive by Ice Brady, who slings it out of bounds, and it's Notre Dame basketball. For Notre Dame, their starting five, they have a trio of perimeter players. Gino Auriemma said the best in the country with Hidalgo, Miles, and Citron. Then you add in Kate Koval and Liatu King in the front court.
One of the things you notice right away with Connecticut's man-to-man defense, everything is trying to force the Notre Dame guards to their left, to the left side of the floor.
Koval can't finish on the interior off a nice delivery from Citron.
Notre Dame also starting this matchup in a man-to-man, interesting because they played exclusively zone a week ago in the game we did against Texas.
Strong, no hesitation, couldn't get it to drop, was 7 of 10 from 3 over her last 2 games. The #1 recruit in the nation. And as Elle was talking about on SportsCenter before the start of the game, maybe has surpassed the hype as Miles drains the 3.
And that started with Hidalgo going right, getting a little bit of dribble penetration, taking Miles' defender a step farther away from her, and then a kick. Olivia Miles, a much improved three-point shooter this year than earlier in her career.
Ice Brady's jumper is good.
It's always a great sign for Connecticut if Ice Brady can get something to fall early. Her confidence just bolsters when she plays well early.
To your point about Miles, now 19 for 40 from 3 on the season. Shot at a combined 25% her previous collegiate years. Smooth jumper there from King.
That's her area. Liatu King is so good in that mid-range jumper, especially around the free throw line area.
And a steal here from King. The handoff to Hidalgo. Hidalgo enters, fades, can't hit. Rebound Brady. Here comes Paige Buekersledd pushing pace. Off to Shade. Shade cups it up short. And Miles the rebound. Miles loves to play in transition. Niel Ivey says transition is Olivia Miles' playground. Here's Hidalgo, catch, fire, no. Rebound, knocked around, Hidalgo after it, can't finish. And Brady secures another board. Hidalgo swiftly back into the play. Buekersledd turns the corner and lays it in.
Terrific hesitation. She came off the ice, Brady's screen, got a step by the defender, hesitated, and then went right to the basket. UConn and Gino Auriemma need Paige Buekersledd to be aggressive offensively anytime they're playing an opponent the caliber of Notre Dame.
3 minutes into the first, a 5-4 Notre Dame lead. Citron looking to work Buekersledd. Meets a crowd, Citron surrounded, Koval can't get it to drop, and the rebound strong.
That was a really good job by Ice Brady to collapse into the paint and help deter Sonia Citron.
Chan working behind the freshman Strong. Into the arms of Buekersledd, her 3 off the mark, and Hidalgo the weak side board. Notre Dame 7-2. They have 2 wins against top 5 opponents. Only team in the nation who can say that at this point this season. UConn 8-0 as Shade loses the handle, and we have a tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to Notre Dame as Olivia Miles a little shaken up. See Gino Auriemma, the winningest coach in Division I history now, 1,221 career wins at his 40th season at the helm of UConn, and Miles still down in pain. Remember, missed all of last season with a torn ACL. Has just been so grateful to be back on the floor.
You could hear this entire arena just groan as they saw Miles get up and start to limp a little bit.
Take a look at her ankle on this replay. Boom. Turns that left ankle pretty good. You hope Olivia Miles is okay.
But speaking as a basketball player, you're just glad it's not a knee.
Yeah.
This huge sigh of relief when it's not a knee.
See Liza Carlin into the game for the first time this season. The transfer from Marquette, can't get the jumper to drop, but a player who's going to provide some front court support for Notre Dame. They've dealt with a lot of injuries when it comes to their front court. Bueker's quick step, but then threw it away. Looked like she might have been better off going up herself. Hidalgo threw it behind Carlin, but able to grab it and finish.
I'm really interested when Notre Dame is on the offensive end and one of the guards has the ball in their hand. Ryan, just watch how much UConn is inviting the players to go left and not allowing them to go right. Hannah Hidalgo killed Connecticut a season ago, going right and scoring or assisting.
Here's Buekers through the center of the lane, readjust, can't finish, King secures it. Citron looking to push for Notre Dame. Bounce into Carlin. Carlin gets denied by Strong, keeps it alive. King tosses down to Prosper, leaves it short. Carlin there on the reverse. And you can see Liza Carlin immediately making an impact.
That's pretty incredible. The first time she's getting game minutes with Notre Dame, but certainly has plenty of experience going against Connecticut in her time at Marquette.
And a whistle here against Notre Dame. Timeout on the floor. 9-4 Notre Dame lead, but certainly concern over the ankle of Olivia Miles. In the Final Four to lead Notre Dame to that 2018 National Championship. Meanwhile, Olivia Miles on the bench, got her ankle taped up, just put her shoe back on, has moved down the bench, looks ready to perhaps come back in. Counted in the foul as Jana El-Afi lays it in, plus the contact.
Sarah Strong, we talked about her ability to find teammates. What a great pass to her post counterpart.
Let's send things over to Holly Rowe.
Been watching Olivia Miles on the bench get attended to by their excellent athletic trainer, Ann Marquez, and they have been doing some mobility tests. They have retaped that ankle. She's putting her shoe back on, and it looks like she will try to test that out to see if she can return to this game. I'll keep you updated.
All right, Holly, thank you very much. Here's Citron, a big guard getting it in the post. Now back out on the perimeter. 9-6 Notre Dame lead. Notre Dame won this meeting a season ago in a game Hannah Hidalgo went off as Strong comes up with a steal. She has outstanding hands, both offensively and defensively. You see that from the freshman Strong.
Great vision, really good instincts on both ends as well.
Chen drives, gets denied by Prosper. Here comes Hidalgo. Hidalgo's three is off the mark. Rebound Prosper, looking for an angle underneath. Guess who it is again? It's Strong, and it's out of bounds off of Notre Dame. And Olivia Miles will check back in for the Irish. Great news for Notre Dame. Olivia Miles, one of the best point guards in the nation. Last year in the LIV, and Notre Dame had to navigate without her for the entire season. Been so excited to get her on the floor with the sophomore Hannah Hidalgo, and the early returns have been scintillating.
They really have flourished with one another, along with Sonia Citron in the backcourt as well.
Here's Strong, using her strength, lays it in.
Her pace is just extraordinary. In that time, she gets inside, stopped, knows how to take the extra step to flip it up. Just never looks like the moment is too big for her.
I thought we had a really interesting conversation with Gino Auriemma about it, as Strong gets a piece of it. Underneath, that won't go.
Notre Dame is doing an outstanding job on the offensive glass.
King leaves it short, but Gino Auriemma was saying she is naive enough, young enough to not be affected as she travels here by some of the attention, some of the hype. But her game is not young. Of having a game that's not young, and then also the youth helping your mentality to not feel the pressure. And that's how Gino Auriemma described Sarah Strong. And what a terrific start she's been off to as a freshman.
Yeah, she's just had a remarkable campaign so far, and you just kind of see her confidence grow, including out on the perimeter and the way she's been shooting the basketball. Again, not allowing Hidalgo to go right.
Here's Miles. Shoveling back. Liatu King dumps it into Koval. Short, out of bounds. Last touch by Notre Dame. It's Connecticut basketball.
Notre Dame with 6 offensive rebounds so far in this game, and it's one of the reasons, along with Connecticut's turnovers, that they have 7 more field goal attempts.
4 for 17 from the floor is Notre Dame. Buekers being guarded by Citron.
Great job by Citron that time, not letting Buekers get the ball.
Sarah Strong insisting her way to the cup.
She's the player, I think, that can be the real difference maker in this matchup for Connecticut, just because Notre Dame doesn't really have the post player matchup for Sarah Strong.
Notre Dame has missed its last 5 shots. Citron, kick to the corner. Hidalgo's 3 is good.
Hidalgo gets on the board after a terrific penetration and then pass from Citron.
Last year, she had 34 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists in a win against Connecticut. Comes up with a steal here. Hidalgo, heat check. Oh, yeah! Sitting courtside, always supporting this women's basketball team. Looking forward to that on ABC. Next Saturday night, as Arnold into the game off the bench for Connecticut. Buekers drives, meets bodies, can't finish. Buekers off to a tough start, 1 of 4 now from the floor. Hidalgo back-to-back threes. Even Notre Dame 5-point first quarter lead. Notre Dame has won 2 straight meetings between these schools, and a foul here against Arnold. It's interesting, Rebecca, because you could see Hidalgo was going to go right.
No matter what.
Insistent on going right. And that was something that was evident in last year's matchup between these teams.
Yeah, it was incredible. A season ago, Hannah Hidalgo had 24 field goal attempts. Only 2 of them were on the left side of the floor. She was able to go right whenever she wanted.
It was 14 of 24 from the floor in that game. A 34-point performance. Here's Hidalgo to the corner. Prosper's 3. She got it. Three straight Notre Dame threes, a 9-0 run. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Chen able to get it to drop to end the first. It's Notre Dame an 18-12 lead. Getting a breather here. Chen, Ashlyn Shade, Sarah Strong, KK Arnold, and Ice Brady for UConn. Here's Brady, little hesitation, still able to knock it in though on a long 2. Olivia Miles out there with King, Koval, Hidalgo, and Prosper. And a whistle as we send things over to Holly Rowe.
Well, you see Paige Buekersledd struggling to score in those stats that we just saw, but we talked to her today at practice and she said, I never judge my impact on the game by my scoring. It's everything else that I can do. But I can tell you, Coach Oriam is frustrated with her right now and how she's trying to score in this game. He said, you're so far under the rim, you can't see anything. He's trying to challenge her right now to be a little smarter with the shot she is taking.
Thank you, Hall. Here's Miles. Backing away. Koval has it deflected. Prosper turns it over.
Sarah Strong just having a high hand that time, saved the possession for Connecticut.
Chen stops, got to her spot. And Hidalgo just shooing away Chen after the rebound. Miles step back is good. You know, it's not just the talent of the Notre Dame guards, it's also the flair they play with that makes them such an exciting watch. Here's Brady, fading, short. Notre Dame has hit its last 4 shots. Miles to the corner, King connects.
Because of the way Connecticut is helping off of the corners, that shot is going to continue to be there on both sides.
KK Arnold able to speed to the cup. Hidalgo backs away, can't rainbow it in. Another offensive rebound for Notre Dame. Koval. King flips it out. Five to shoot. Hidalgo lets it fly. Can't hit, but is fouled. And I believe that'll be number 2 on Sarah Strong. In the second annual NBA Cup heads to Las Vegas on Saturday night. We'll have the Rockets and Thunder squaring off in the Western Conference semifinal at 8:30 Eastern on ABC and ESPN Plus in English and Spanish. NBA Countdown tips off the coverage at 8 o'clock. Hidalgo will go to the line for 3 after the second foul on Sarah Strong as we send things over to Holly.
I had a long conversation with Olivia Miles today about all the off-season chatter when she was out with that knee injury about would she play, would she stay and play with Hannah Hidalgo, what would that look like, would she transfer? And she said, you know what, it wasn't real. We would see that stuff on social media and we would just laugh because we knew we were practicing every day together as I worked my way back in and we knew how good it would be. She said, let's put that narrative to rest once and for all. So we're doing that tonight. They knew they could play well together. They were doing it, and you can see the product out here tonight. It's good stuff, and Olivia Miles never once considered about anything else.
So officially, night-night narrative. There we go.
Hidalgo gets a brief breather. I'm projecting. It could be long. I'm just guessing it's going to be brief. 9-point Notre Dame lead. Brady backing in. Brady forcing up. Can't get it to go. Out of bounds off of Notre Dame.
When Paige Buekersledd was out of the game, that's also when Niele Ivey took Sonia Citron out of the game. And then when Paige Buekersledd went to check in, Sonia Citron went to check in. That's how important Citron is defensively tonight in this matchup.
That might be a matchup you see come this spring and summer in the WNBA. Citron, a projected first rounder. In some mocks, early second in others as Buekersledd gets the jumper to drop. Buekersledd, of course, the projected #1 overall pick to Dallas in the 2025 draft.
Dallas had a nice presence this morning.
Yes, it was lovely to see their new general manager, Kurt Miller, moving over from head coach in this league to GM spot. Buekersledd dips inside and finishes. Now does this get Paige Buekersledd going? A little jumper off a broken rebound. Now a layup in transition. Citron. And a whistle. Going to be 3-second violation on Notre Dame.
How has Connecticut been defending Hannah Hidalgo? Watch, you see Caitlin Chen, almost 90 degrees, forcing her anywhere but going right. Why do they want her to go left? Because a season ago, she was outstanding going to her right side. This is a game she had 34 points, 24 field goal attempts, 2 of them on the left side of the floor. So that's where Connecticut's forcing her today.
Strong flips it out. Here's Buekersledd. Buekersledd cradles, can't quite finish. Hidalgo the rebound. Into the corner. Liatu King's jumper is good. Second one she's hit from there. Gino Auriemma told us earlier today, too. He said King's a big addition for Notre Dame. He said, I really liked her coming out of high school, liked her at Pitt, and like her here at Notre Dame. Shade in and out on a three, strong the O board. Arnold, a wide open look, off. UConn yet to hit a three in this game. Now 0 for 5, Notre Dame 4 for 6. Hidalgo raises up, can't drop it in.
The pace of this game has been so incredibly fast. Few whistles, few free throws.
Gonna be on our way to O'Hare in no time. Strong, back iron and off. Hidalgo gets fouled, and that is number 3 on Sarah Strong. So that's the gamble with leaving her out on the floor. And the freshman just a little over-aggressive in that pursuit of an O board. We look forward to the entree at the half there, El. Notre Dame a 7-point lead on Connecticut. Under 5 minutes to go in this first half. Ryan Rucco, Rebecca Lobo, Holly Rowe with you, our entire crew. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Here's Buekers. Nearly lost the handle. Buekers finds an angle, can't hit the 3. Rebound King. By the way, Hannah Hidalgo has 8 rebounds in this half already. King's pull up again. Liatu King's mid-range has been on target in this first half. Here's Arnold blurring to the bucket. Saw her play a critical role in Connecticut's run to the Final Four a season ago. Carlin dumps it in nicely. King patiently couldn't finish. Another chance. Denied. Punched out. Miles has it. Hidalgo in the corner. Connects!
And looking at her hand in awe. I love when she does that after making a 3.
3 of 5 from deep in the game now. Shade over to Arnold, meeting bodies, 10 to shoot. Shade gets fouled by Hidalgo, and that'll be the first on Hannah Hidalgo.
And Hidalgo with the hot hand here from the right corner, drains it, holds the pose. Look at that fingers.
Hidalgo, 12 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds in this first half. Has 1 career triple-double. Buekers, the pull-up is good. Tough bucket from Paige Buekersledd.
I tell you what, Notre Dame's defense has a big focus on Paige Buekersledd, as they should, and she has taken tough shot after tough shot in this game. No easy looks yet.
Miles, hounded by Buekers. Prides herself on being an intelligent defender. King finally missed one. Here's Shade pounding it through the lane and just missed the lay. Miles way off. Rebound scooped up by Morgan Shelley. Number 11 overall recruit this season. Shelley spins inside, lost her footing, keeps it alive. Buekers has 6 of the last 8 Connecticut points. Looking for more and finding it. Paige Buekersledd coming alive in this second. A 2-time first-team All-American, is the National Player of the Year as a freshman. Now a 5th-year senior. Hidalgo turns the corner and scoops it in. 14 for Hidalgo. Brady gets free, can't hit. Koval, the freshman with the rebound. Number 5 overall recruit was Koval. Citron's pull-up, short. Rebound popped in the air. Hidalgo with 3. You bet!
After a slow start from the field early, Hannah Hidalgo has been on fire since. Notre Dame's been all over the offensive glass, getting those extra opportunities.
4th 3 and a half as we send things to Holly Rowe.
Well, when you talk about Hannah Hidalgo, she is the fastest to 1,000 points in school history, but I want you to appreciate the names that she's passing. These are some of the elite scorers we've ever seen in the NCAA. Arike Ogunbowale took 73. Skylar Diggins-Smith took 72 games. Jewel Lloyd, 68. 44 games to 1,000 points. People, your mind should be blown, and I just love that all these guards are here courtside watching this young woman, her heat check, just the pace and way she plays, making history. They awarded the game ball to her before the game, and Niele Ivey, a big smile. She loves how this young woman plays.
Those are elite level scorers that she has passed spectacularly.
Yeah, not just passed, but I mean, absolutely obliterated their games record for reaching 1,000 points. Chen, the Princeton transfer, gets it off to Samuels. Hidalgo knocks it away. King then tied up by Beckers, but Notre Dame has the possession arrow.
Gino Auriemma is really frustrated, talking to the officials, thinking there was a foul on the last possession and some of the previous ones as well.
Most turnovers in an opening half this season for Connecticut. Olivia Miles, meanwhile, went back to the Notre Dame locker room. 35 seconds left in the half. Hidalgo gives it up. King knocks it down. The Pittsburgh transfer with 10 in this first half against Connecticut.
Perfect addition to this Notre Dame team this year.
Arnold gets denied.
Swarming defense once again by Notre Dame. Citron right there, comes in, blocks the shot. They've been on point defensively so far this first half.
Beckers able to beat the buzzer with a jumper. So Connecticut with buzzer beaters in the first and the second. But
and she is good to go, but still nursing that ankle. We'll keep our eyes on it.
All right, Holly, thank you very much. Had a bad ankle turn in that first half. Here's Strong playing with 3 fouls and just able to go through Citron for 2.
I don't know if you could tell on the television angle, but she was almost behind the backboard when she released that little floater up to fall through.
Gino Auriemma tell us that the key is getting Sarah Strong to realize just how good she is. As that's knocked out of bounds, last hit by Connecticut. Securing the defensive glass has been an issue for Connecticut thus far in this game. A 9-point Notre Dame lead and a whistle here against Shade.
You mentioned, Gino Auriemma saying that. Oops.
Beckers coming up with a steal. Chen had Strong guiding her, so wise of Sarah Strong to slow down the way she did to give her the lane.
About Strong not knowing how good she is, and Holly Rowe asked her this morning after shoot-around, what's the best part of your game? And she was shy and quiet and thoughtful, and then said, I think I'm a good teammate. Watch this play. Watch this play. Your job as a post player is to run the floor, not only for you to score, but look what Sarah Strong does. Slows down just enough that King cannot get over and contest Chen. A brilliant play.
And that was something else Gino Auriemma really harped on with us, was just the high IQ of Strong and how impressive it is from a freshman. Here's Al-Alfi starting the second half rather than Brady, as Beckers back iron, no. Strong's three is good. A big start to the third for Connecticut. It's a 4-point game. A 7-0 run out of halftime for the Huskies. King, crossover, jumper off. Shade the rebound and the push. Shade can't hit.
One of the differences for Connecticut here in the third quarter defensively, not only are they getting stops, they're getting the defensive board as well. They had struggled with that in the first half.
10 offensive rebounds in that first half for Notre Dame. Miles fading, gets it to drop. And then a steal on the other end. Hidalgo zips in, kicks out, and a foul is called. It's going to go against Hidalgo. Her second personal as she's whistled for the charge.
First of all, Sarah Strong did a good job of getting out of the way, understanding she could not pick up her fourth, and then Caitlin Chen steps in. You see Strong, all right, back away. Chen there, good positioning to get the foul called.
So 2 on Hidalgo. The only player on Notre Dame with 2. Strong has 3. No other member of Connecticut has more than 1. Alafi gets denied by the freshman Koval. Citron with space. Can't hit the 3. Beckers the rebound. Beckers had 10 points in that second, including a buzzer-beating jumper. Chen, the transfer from Princeton, has allowed Beckers to play off the ball more. Here's KK Arnold, stopping, spinning, can't finish. And Hidalgo ends up with her 9th rebound.
How fast she is end to end.
Hidalgo bounces, King finishes.
One of the remarkable things with Hannah Hidalgo at her size is how elite of a rebounder she is from the guard spot, and how that, because of her quickness, can then fuel the break the other way.
Well, sometimes you look at a player who produces like her in college and say, 5'6", that could be an issue at the next level as Chen finishes. And obviously Hidalgo only a sophomore, you have a while before you worry about that. But when you talk to different members of front offices in the WNBA, and I know you and I feel the same, her height just, I don't think it's going to be an issue no matter what level she plays on.
Her motor never stops, and she's so disruptive on the defensive end along with her offensive skill set. I just can't think of a comp for her of any player that I've seen.
Alafi spinning, Koval again there defensively, but this time Alafi able to finish. Jana Alafi, the redshirt freshman center, makes it a 4-point game. Connecticut trailed by 11 at the half. Notre Dame trying to make it 3 straight wins against Connecticut. Connecticut holds the all-time series record 39-15. In the corner, Citron buries the 3.
Once again, that time it was Paige Buekersledd helping off the strong side corner and leaving Citron open for that penetrating kick from Hidalgo.
Helping off strong side corner, generally a no-no.
Yeah.
Chen's 3 is good. Big bucket there from Caitlin Chen. Miles trying to work Arnold. Zigging, zagging, curled it way off.
Really good defense by Arnold that time.
Chen sees Beckers, catch, fire, no. And Hidalgo has her 10th rebound to go with 17 points and 7 assists.
The players on both of these teams are in elite level shape, and this has been such a fast game, up and down, all of them looking like they're doing all right with it.
Hidalgo gets fouled. See the triple-double watch. Hidalgo closing in. Meanwhile, Connecticut closing in on Notre Dame. They led by 11 at the half. 4-point game now.
Notre Dame stays incredibly efficient from the 3-point line here in the third quarter with Sonia Citron. Connecticut finally finding a little life outside of 3 from Caitlin Chen.
Notre Dame, a 4-point third quarter lead on Connecticut. What a rebound! Liatu King just clawed it out of the air and the putback.
Liatu King is only 6 feet tall, averages a double-double, and you just saw one of the reasons why. She just kept elevating to grab that board.
Nice Brady in for Jenna Alafi. Here's Strong, quick trigger, in and out on a three. Brady tips the rebound. Hidalgo went for the steal. Now Buekersledd gets fouled by Citron. That'll be the second foul on Sonia Citron.
See Liatu King here, and Sarah Strong trying to box her out, but man, she just went up and got that. One of the things that's been so impressive about Notre Dame's defense, you're going against a Connecticut team that's third in the nation with 22 assists per game, held up to 4 assists so far in this game. They've made the UConn team score by creating.
Having to play one-on-one.
Yes.
9th turnover there from Connecticut. Hidalgo 3 assists away from a triple-double. Citron able to flag it down. Citron gets fouled by Buekersledd. And free throws here for Sonia Citron. Now Connecticut, after just getting AZ Fudd back in a rhythm. The Louisville game in which Connecticut just dominated Louisville. AZ Fudd injured her knee, of course missed all of last season with a torn ACL. A light sprain, a mild sprain of her knee this time, and is hoping to be back very shortly.
Listing her now as day-to-day, but we had a chance to talk with her this morning. You can tell how disappointed she is not to be able to play in this game.
Said, I'm feeling pretty good, but I'd be feeling a lot better if I was dressing tonight. Connecticut could use her shooting too. They're just 2 of 12 from 3. Notre Dame, meanwhile, 7 of 13. Buekersledd with Citron on her hip, able to drop it in.
They're gonna have to be careful though anytime Sarah Strong runs a dribble handoff, because that's a place where you can pick up a foul with a moving screen. That time it was set.
And Strong playing with 3.
Maybe one of the reasons Connecticut's in a 2-3 zone right now.
Prosper to the reverse. No. Oh! Wow. Liatu King climbing for that rebound.
You just don't see that much in women's college basketball, Ryan. She climbed up the back. Look at this board. She just goes and goes like, holy cow.
Probably fouls Paige Buekersledd on the way.
But don't let the facts get in the way of a beautiful offensive board.
Wow. It's now 13 offensive rebounds for Notre Dame. King, 8th in the nation in rebounding. A college basketball Blue Bloods highlights Saturday's ESPN Men's College Basketball doubleheader. Kansas hosts NC State at 3:15 Eastern. Then we'll have the battle for the Bluegrass State. Number 5 Kentucky hosts Louisville in one of college basketball's great rivalries.
Connecticut certainly had a better defensive energy and activity here in the third quarter. Been much more disruptive, better at getting defensive boards.
There's something we mentioned off the top of the game too, Rebecca, worth repeating. Nobody dressing for Connecticut tonight has ever played on this floor as Strong drops it in. Beautiful delivery from Buekersledd.
That was just reading the defense so well. There was a high overplayed, so Sarah Strong went back door. Paige Buekersledd read it.
Hidalgo catch, fire, and airmail.
Timeout for Notre Dame as Connecticut is just showing so much energy and fight here right now. Here's the overplay going on the high side. Sarah Strong just turns, goes to the basket, delivered beautifully. Got a 2-point game.
6-0 run. They have turned what was an 11-point deficit at halftime into a 2-point deficit right now.
After the timeout, Connecticut switched back to their man-to-man defense. You stopped choking during
Oh my goodness, I don't know what that was.
commercial break.
Hadn't eaten any candy since halftime. Foul is going to be on Chen. Taking a look at Sunday afternoon's ACC Network Women's Basketball Tripleheader, Miami and Pitt. Start us off at noon Eastern, then number 14 at UNC, hosts number 25 Georgia Tech. We finish up with Clemson taking on Wake Forest. Hidalgo again, her fifth three.
She's like, keep forcing me left. I'll just still step into it and drain a three.
20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists for Hidalgo. Her first points of the third quarter. Bueker's cutting through, up, under, and in. Bueker's now with 16. 3-point Notre Dame lead. That is going to be a travel. King and Koval couldn't get on the same page there.
And Hidalgo just bounces with the basketball. You see her, yep, defender goes under. You can't do that with Hannah Hidalgo. Drains the three. Paige Buekersledd here. Nice little finish to avoid the block shot.
About a 17-second difference between game and shot clock. Strong dumps it in. Brady, the deep catch, gets swallowed up by the freshman Koval.
Koval is just such a good shot blocker. Keeps her arms upright. Doesn't even have to leave her feet. She is just tall and long. Sends the shots back.
Second in the nation in blocks to TCU Sedona Prince. Here's Brady. Back out, Arnold. Zigging, zagging, and laying. It is a one-point game. Shot clock turned off. Hidalgo. Hidalgo backs away and hits!
His defense trying to get consecutive stops against this UConn team.
Sarah Strong, yep, initial stop and then a foul against Prosper on the rebound. Hassan Prosper picks up the personal. Gives it back to Arnold. Bueker's has it taken away by King. 10th Connecticut turnover. Hidalgo speeds in and gets the whistle. And Hidalgo is going to shoot two.
Just her quickness and burst of speed as she takes it along the left baseline. Sees Alfie there, so goes to the other side of the rim to try to protect herself from the block.
And Hidalgo needs a little medical attention. Some new tape.
See the burst of speed. Alfie comes over.
Ooh. Looks like she took a hard hit at the end as well, and you can see Hidalgo still shaking out. 5th career game with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, most by a Notre Dame player in 25 seasons. Only a sophomore as well. The 23rd annual Women's Jimmy V Classic, an all ACC affair this Sunday on ABC. Louisville hosts NC State at 1 Eastern. 6-point Notre Dame lead. Hidalgo now with 25 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. King has 14 points, 9 rebounds for Notre Dame. Buekersledd leads the way for Connecticut with 16 as Connecticut turns it over again. Citron weaving, dealing. Hidalgo evades. Backs it out. Will reset for Notre Dame.
Smart decision.
Hidalgo gives it up. Citron dumps it in. Koval for to shoot. Looking for an angle and finding one. Lead is back to 8. How big was that 3 at the end of the quarter from Hidalgo? Bueker's tough shot. Wanted a foul. Didn't get it. And a few times tonight, Paige Buekersledd has been frustrated. Hidalgo missed that one too strong. Here's Chen picking her way through traffic. Hidalgo was able to slow her down. And a whistle here against Notre Dame. And Prosper. Olivia Miles back in for Notre Dame, has been nursing that turned ankle all game long. Seen her constantly taking the shoe off, having the tape adjusted. Turned into the first half. Alafi, nothing doing there. King able to take it away. Connecticut sloppy with the basketball early in the fourth. Hidalgo bounces, King finishes.
This fourth quarter has been all Notre Dame so far. They've tightened things up on the defensive end of the floor. The energy, the steal, pushing pace the other way. Handed it Hidalgo leading the charge. And then that beautiful pass to King, who started it all.
It's that wonderful time of the year, awards season, the College Football Awards Show coming up right after hoops. Here with Andre Ware and Booger McFarland. Davey O'Brien, you know all about that award.
No doubt. That's the one I shot for in 1989. That's the one I wanted.
Man, that was so long ago. Davey O'Brien was still alive, man.
Boog's here just for I can't hear the jokes. Rebecca, Ryan, back to you. It's that wonderful time of the year, awards season, the College Football Awards Show coming up right after hoops. Here with Andre Ware and Booger McFarland. Davey O'Brien, you know all about that award.
No doubt. That's the one I shot for in 1989. That's the one I wanted.
Man, that was so long ago. Davey O'Brien was still alive, man.
Boog's here just for I can't hear the jokes. Rebecca, Ryan, back to you.
All right, guys. Having too much fun there. Looking forward to the College Football Awards. Meanwhile, Hannah Hidalgo responsible for 71% of Notre Dame's offense. They have built the lead back to 10. A strong start to this fourth. We heard Holly Rose say Niele Ivey in her huddle talked about getting consecutive stops. Well, they haven't allowed a bucket until now in the fourth.
Paige Buekersledd had to work so hard just to get the ball in her hands, tried to shed the defense. Notre Dame's defense has just been on point here in the fourth.
Miles connects!
What a pass from Sonia Citron, driving right and then to find Miles in the left corner.
Chen's jumper rims in. Even Chen up to 11 points. Notre Dame, 10 of 18 from 3 in this game. That is 56%. Citron's jumper is good.
Sonia Citron has not had a ton of looks. That's only her 5th field goal attempt, but wow, her impact on this game has been massive in other ways, including defending Paige Buekersledd.
She is a glue-type player, a winning player who does a lot of little things. Here's Buekersledd. Flips it back, Strong's 3, she got it. It's a pretty good connection, Buekersledd to Strong.
You see it in both directions. We've seen some great passes from Sarah Strong to Paige Buekersledd throughout the course of this early season.
Gina Auriemma has said Sarah Strong is the only player in the nation who's as good of a passer as Paige Buekersledd. Miles, pizza pies at home, plus the foul.
Olivia Miles has really looked unbothered by the defense throughout the course of this game. Just goes the direction she wants to go. Here you see her come in, gets a little bit of the body from El Alfi.
Holly?
We talked about Olivia Miles coming back from that knee injury, 617 days coming back, but she got some unlikely support from Paige Buekersledd. She and Paige have been texting, how can you come back? How is your mentality? Here's how it might feel for you. Paige Buekersledd has been a huge help for Olivia Miles in what to expect from her body, her mentality. Really cool from two opponents to be there for each other in a time of injury.
Love that, Holly. Two bright stars. As Chen can at the 3 and a whistle here against Notre Dame. Well, Connecticut has shot just 1 free throw in this game. Notre Dame has only shot 8 free throws themselves. Not totally surprising when you look at the numbers. Connecticut gets the fewest percentage of their points from the line in the nation, and they commit the 2nd fewest fouls. As that last hits Notre Dame, Connecticut basketball. The crowd has been terrific.
Really good. Most students ever at a Notre Dame women's basketball game.
Buekersledd stops and banks it in. 20 points for Paige Buekersledd. 10 of 19 from the floor. As tough as it's been, impressive for Buekersledd to have 20 on better than 50% shooting.
Yes.
Miles again, cradles it home.
She really does a good job of shielding the ball with her body. Kind of extends her arm on her finishes on layups.
10-point Notre Dame lead, 4:30 to go. Connecticut had cut the deficit to 1 in the final seconds of the 3rd. Hidalgo's 3 at the buzzer, spraying Notre Dame into an impressive 4th thus far. That's a travel. Holly?
We told you before the game about the legion of leprechauns that have shown up and the big energy that has been here in this building. And guys, it is a new record tonight. The previous record, 640 students. Tonight, 789, crushing the record. Their energy has been palpable and really helped this team.
It's been incredible, Holly. You talked about it earlier. Niele Ivey talking about how the energy and fans who have been attending these games over the last 2 years noticeably younger. They have felt that vibe, and they are seeing it when it comes to the data as well.
That was nearly a spectacular assist from Olivia Miles.
Buekersledd dumps it back. Strong is fouled on the drive. That'll be the 4th foul in the quarter against Notre Dame. Yale Ivy getting frustrated. Certainly a tighter whistle on this end in the 4th than there has been through the first 3 quarters. Like we said, Connecticut has shot just 1 free throw in this game. And now they will shoot 2. Notre Dame over the limit with that personal will put Buekersledd at the line.
You were talking about the fan support and the students and how loud it has been in here. The last possession for Notre Dame when they were going in the other direction, assistant coach for Connecticut, Tanya Cardoso, was trying to communicate with the team. She was holding up the whiteboard with something written on it because the players couldn't hear her. When this crowd is engaged and loud, it is hard to hear one another.
And there's no love lost between these programs, these fan bases. Gino Auriemma was telling us earlier, hey, when we play them, no matter what the record is, no matter what's going on, they're out to kill us. And was curious how his team was going to handle the environment tonight, the atmosphere. This is the first road game of the season for Connecticut. Played 4 home games, 4 neutral site games. Notre Dame an 8-point lead, 3:43 to go in the 4th, and Hannah Hidalgo has been the brightest star tonight.
And she's been all over the place. She is 2 assists shy of a triple-double. She has been scoring, just creating for herself. She's been able to create for her teammates all over the glass, especially in the first half. And then we've just seen her dropping dimes, feeding her teammates, feeding herself, feeding the crowd. So much energy and joy she plays with.
25 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists for Hidalgo. Meanwhile, Connecticut just spent its final timeout. We talk about this a lot, Rebecca. It's always curious, and coaches will spend timeouts to set up their defense, to talk about things after a trip they have to the free throw line. But sometimes maybe a little casual with the remaining inventory. In this case, 0.
Well, they've had to spend a couple of them when Notre Dame has gone on runs and this crowd is so engaged. But yeah, that's surprising. I did not realize that was the last one that they use. Usually you want one in your pocket for late in the game if you need to advance the basketball.
Gino Auriemma deciding to use it here after the free throws from Buekersledd. She has 22. Notre Dame an 8-point lead, 3:43 to go in the 4th. Connecticut seeking its first win here since 2018. First time Paige Buekersledd has played on this floor. Citron loses it, last hit her. Out of bounds to Connecticut. KK Arnold, Ice Brady, Sarah Strong, Chen, and Buekersledd the 5 for Connecticut. Citron, Hidalgo, Koval, King, and Miles for Notre Dame. Buekersledd comes and finishes. 24 for Paige Buekersledd. Buekersledd trying to do everything she can to bring Connecticut back. Under 3 minutes to go, 6-point Notre Dame lead. Hidalgo, little hesitation to the corner. King plodding through, shoveling. Koval banks it in. Good decision there from King.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Liatu King has made some really good decisions. When to shoot the basketball, when to drive it. There it was when to dish.
And has 16 points and 9 rebounds. Buekersledd to Strong, her 3, no. Hidalgo content to run some clock. Hidalgo with space. Hidalgo through the lane, drops it in. A big smile on her face as she prances down the floor. Chen can't hit. King the rebound. And a foul given by Chen.
Hidalgo, an opportunity to go right here. Ice Brady goes down and ball bounces on the rim and drops through. And we talked about the joy with which she plays and that smile as well.
Limitless verve from Hannah Hidalgo. 27 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Notre Dame has made its last 7 shots, and now Buekersledd will apply another foul. The next one will put Notre Dame at the line. There's the triple-double watch. Hidalgo has 1 career triple-double. And Miles fouled again as she will go to the line. 0 for 1 today. Notre Dame is 7 of 8. Miles 79% on the season. And this would be a 3rd win already this season for Notre Dame against top 5 opponents.
Yes. Beat USC on the road. Beat Texas here a week ago at home.
And on the brink of beating Connecticut and handing the Huskies their first loss of the season. Would also be a 3rd straight win for Niele Ivey and Notre Dame against Connecticut. Chen kicks it out. Arnold trying to separate from Hidalgo, reverses it in. 10-point lead for Notre Dame, 1:10 to go, and a foul here will put King at the line. You'd rather have King going to the line than anyone else on the floor if you are Connecticut, just a 54% free throw shooter.
Chen with her 4th foul, so she'll go out. You'd expect maybe offense, defense.
First free throws of the night for King. This is the first. Impossible to overstate what a perfect fit Liatu King has been for this Notre Dame team.
They like to play through the elbow often. That's where she really thrives.
And she picks up the rebound. No urgency there from Buekersledd to get to it. And King was able to sneak in from behind. So Connecticut unable to take advantage after King missed both.
So King is so good in the elbow area. She can hit the mid-range jumper. She can rebound ferociously. Brings a ton of energy and brings versatility defensively too at that big spot.
11th rebound there for King. 16 points as well. 4th foul on Sarah Strong. Hidalgo to the line, looking to add to her impressive line. We start projecting ahead for what March could be like for Notre Dame. And I mean, there is no ceiling on what this team could do this year.
And keep in mind, Maddie Westbeld hasn't played yet this year.
Right.
Probably one of their best pick and pop bigs. She brings a whole different level and layer to what their post game has.
Over 1,500 points in her career, nearly 900 rebounds. She will be back. Buekersledd fighting through the D. Sarah Strong's 3 is off. Miles will keep it in bounds. And it is all cosmetic at this point. About an 18-second difference game in shot clock. Connecticut not fouling. Miles sidestepping three. Won't happen thanks to a travel. Buekersledd gets fouled and will shoot two. Rebecca, what are the takeaways for Connecticut from this matchup and how this game went down against Notre Dame today?
There's certainly some bright spots. You know, they were able to fight back after struggling a bit early. Turnovers a problem, giving up offensive boards to Notre Dame a problem. But I tell you what, like this, of course, AZ Fudd, you know, their best three-point shooter not on the floor here today, or one of their best three-point shooters. But I tell you what, Notre Dame, they're certainly one of the top 3 teams in the country, certainly. And they have players who still have to return from injury.
Connecticut just 3 for 16 from 3 tonight. Notre Dame 10 for 18. Hidalgo will dribble it out. A third win already this season for Notre Dame against a top 5 team. They hand Connecticut their first loss of the season.